Welcome back to Home Sweet Home Cooking. I'm your host Rocky in my mother's kitchen as always with my mom. Say hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Today we're going to do what looks like an easy recipe. It is called Easy Graham Cracker Toffee. Now I've seen this recipe before with saltines or something similar to this called cracker candy. So I actually want to do it following this recipe but use 3 different types of crackers. So my mom, we got the oven preheating to 350 degrees. Over here my mom is just going to take whole graham crackers, lay them touching edge to edge on a parchment sheet or parchment lined baking tray. The other crackers we're going to use are just saltines. Do the same thing on this tray, touching half of the tray, and the other half of the tray. I want to try it. I've never seen it done with club crackers, so I don't know if it's going to work. But if you're not familiar with the club cracker, it's these little rectangular Keebler. I love these things.
They're the best.
They are. I just don't know how it's going to work for this recipe. I don't see any reason why I shouldn't. So we're going to try 3 different crackers, and the recipe for the toffee, I'm doing a double batch of this because we're doing 2 trays. Normally we do 1 tray. So in my saucepan,
I want graham crackers, please. Oh,
there's some here too. Is going to go for a single batch. It calls for 15 graham cracker sheets, 1 cup of unsalted butter, 1 cup of packed light brown sugar, 1.5 cups of chocolate chips, and 1/2 cup of chopped almonds or pecans. So that's for a single batch. We're going to do a double. So I'm going 2 cups of, well, let's do the unsalted butter first, into my saucepan. I'm going to turn that on and get that going. And it calls for, when that gets melted down, I'm going to add 2 cups of light brown sugar. And when that gets melted, I'll be back and tell you what to do at that point. So when you come back, this will be added, it'll be melted, and it'll probably be at a simmer at that point. All right, my mom has those just about laid out. I've got this up to a simmer, came to a boil. Thank you, dryer. It came to a boil, so now I lower the temp down. I'm just going to keep it at a simmer for 4 minutes. Now, if you don't have parchment paper, they say you can put this over wax, not wax paper, but aluminum foil, but it says to spray the aluminum foil before you put it down. So it can be done over aluminum foil. You can just do it in the bottom of a regular baking tray, but it's going to stick a little bit because this is coming out like a hard toffee or a hard caramel. So I'm going to boil this, simmer this for 4 minutes, and we'll be back. Alright, it is time to continue on with the recipe. It's simmered for the 4 minutes. It's very hot, so you definitely want to get Sonya. So I'm just going to spread this out over the 2 trays as close to 50-50 as I can. And then from here, I'm just going to very gently spread it with a spatula without trying to disrupt that bottom layer of crackers. Been spread, they're going to go into the oven at the preheated oven for 8 minutes. So we'll get these in the oven, 8 minutes, we'll pull them back out. Alright, they are out of the oven. The graham crackers stayed in place a little better. The other crackers floated around a little bit, so there's going to be some gaps in there. Next is 1.5 cups of chocolate chips. Spread over the top. Now if you spread them down low, you're going to kind of get them in clump. So when you're putting stuff on, seasoning, even like salt and pepper, you see chefs go up from top, it spreads out better. So you can do it from up high, you'll have a little better coverage. Whoops. And 1/2 cup out of this one. And these are going to sit on there for 2 minutes before you do anything. That's going to let the toffee set up a little bit and give time for the chocolate to soften. And then you're going to spread the chocolate out. They have sat for 2 minutes, and now you just take your spatula gently, because the toffee's not completely set yet. You just want to get chocolate on every piece. Now, don't expect this to be, you know, confectionery quality, because it's not. I'm not. I'm looking for flavor, not for looks. And while my mom spreads that one, I'm going to go ahead and add some chopped nuts. Half a cup per. Again, raise your hand up a little higher to help distribute them a little more evenly than just dumping them down low. And once you got the nuts on, is the hardest part of the making them. Well, what's that, Mom?
Nothing.
No, waiting before you taste them.
I can't wait.
They've got to set for 2 hours for the chocolate to set up. Half an hour if you put them in the freezer. Maybe an hour if you put them in the fridge. But you really want this toffee to set up hard, and you want this chocolate to set so it's not running all over the place. So 2 hours from now, we'll be back. Well, it depends if we put some in the fridge or freezer. But they're going to sit for a while, and then we'll come back for a taste test. So I'll be back in a few minutes. And it is everyone's, well, I don't know if it's everyone's favorite time, but it's our favorite time of the video.
Mine anyway.
Now these, we set them on the counter for about 40 minutes or so, then we put them in the fridge for half an hour while we went to got a little about maybe 40 minutes while we went and got my dad. They've set up a little bit. You're supposed to be able to just break them because it is supposed to be like toffee, so like that.
Okay.
Okay. Don't know if they're all going to do that way or not. Okay. So I'm going to try the graham cracker one first, and that's one of the club crackers.
It's toffee.
Okay. Let me get one of the soda cracker ones. The saltines. Not quite crunchy on this one. Like I said, they could probably set up for a little bit longer too. I think we're both in agreement that the club crackers are least favorite. But I like the saltiness. That salt from the saltine is just enough to enhance the flavor.
They're both very good.
Mm-hmm. Now, actually all three are really good. It's just I think the least favorite is the club cracker, but if that's all you have, it will work. Easy recipe, very few ingredients. You got crackers, your choice. You got brown sugar and butter, chocolate chips, and nuts. So 4 ingredients. It doesn't take long to throw together. These are going to go back in the fridge to stay cold. But I think they're all really good. Easy to do. Kids can help you on this one, except don't let the kids stir the caramel or the toffee. But I give this one a thumbs up. I like these kind of things. Quick and simple, easy to do. Not a lot of prep time, not a whole lot of baking time. Unfortunately, it takes a couple hours for me to get set up. That's the only part about it. Sweet, savory, with a little bit of salt to savory. I would say if I'm doing graham crackers again, I would probably put a little bit of salt in the toffee.
I wouldn't. I like it just like that.
But the salt, it would enhance the flavor in it. You don't taste the salt from the saltine, but it brightens up the flavor. So that's why I put a little bit of salt in there. But give it a try, folks. If you have another toffee recipe, there is a different one for crack candy for saltine ones that I've seen. This isn't the one that I saw for that one before, but this is good any way that you do it. I know I'll be taking some of these home. I'm going to leave them both here in your fridge until tomorrow. See if Dad likes them. If Dad likes them, I'll leave as many here that he thinks he'll eat. But yeah, these are good. Give them a try, folks. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching this video, and hope you catch us on another one. Bye.